Hello and welcome to American Mogul. In continuing our discussion of inflation, today we are going to discuss silver. Yeah, and silver versus the real value of money. We're going to look at 4 time frames just to keep it consistent. 1911, 1938, 1970, 2000, and the end of last year, 2020. Now, when we look at anything, we have to discuss what the real value of money is, because everything else is speculative. How governments create money, how market forces influence money, how emotions of individuals affect prices, the confidence of individuals in the system. So 1911, we're taking that because it's before the creation of Federal Reserve. And in 1911, silver was 60 cents an ounce. Wages were 15 cents an ounce on average. And it took 4 hours of human physical labor to buy 1 ounce of silver. In 1938, which is after the Great Depression but before the Second World War, silver was 44 cents an ounce. It dropped. Silver prices fluctuate. They always have, they always will. But wages were brought in at 25 cents for the minimum wage. So from 1911, where it took 4 hours of physical labor to buy 1 ounce of silver, in 1938, it took 1.7 hours to purchase an ounce of silver. Then in 1970, silver was $1.77. Minimum wage was $1.60, so it took 1.1 hours to buy an ounce of silver. And why 1970 important? It's because just before Nixon took us off the gold standard. And of course, gold and silver are tied at the hip as precious metals, monetary coinage. In 2000, and 2000 important because China joined the World Trade Organization, and globalism took off in full force. Now, globalism has been around forever. In beginning, it was continental globalism, or continentalism, where each country within the continent. But as we developed better modes of travel, it became globalistic. So it's been around forever, but it is an important juncture in time. In 2000, silver was $5 an ounce, and minimum wage was $7 an hour. And that was the cheapest price for silver compared to real money or real wages, or conversion at 0.7 hours. You could work, and for less than an hour of your labor, you could buy 1 ounce of silver. Now we get to the end of last year, 2020, silver around $23 an ounce, depends on the day. And minimum wage is $14.25 an hour. So 1.6 hours of labor to buy 1 ounce of silver. Over that period of time from 1911 to today, silver has been on average 1.8 times the hourly wage. And some people say silver store of value. Yeah, it is silver store, but it's a store of your labor's value, not of the currency that you exchange, buy, or trade in. It is a store of your physical labor. Precious metals have always been a store of your physical labor. Debasement of currency has happened since the beginning of the use of any type of currency. Yeah? So, if we look at it over that period of time, 1.8 times your hourly wage has been the value of silver. Now here's where I have a problem with my research. Now, believe it or not, it takes 70 hours, as I said in previous video, 70 hours to human physical labor to produce an ounce of gold. How much do you think human labor it takes to produce an ounce of silver? You would be shocked to know that it is in direct correlation. It takes 70 hours of human labor to produce 1 ounce of silver. That's shocking. I was shocked when I went over time. And now you ask yourself, well, how? Well, silver discovery now is a byproduct of search for other metals. Yeah, if you're searching for gold, you find silver too. If you are searching for copper, you find silver too. If you're searching for nickel, whatever you are searching for, you find silver too. Silver is an abundance around the world. However, you never hear of someone panning for silver or sluicing for silver, because what you get for your labor, your physical labor, is not worth the investment. So what does that tell us? If it takes 70 hours to produce 1 ounce of silver, silver is the most undervalued metal in the world. If you take the minimum wage currently, which is $14.25, and you multiply that by 70, you get approximately $1,000, same as gold. It was shocking to me. I thought, okay, you might be able, because of a sort of misunderstanding I had about silver, if you look at it and you say, okay, 2 hours. Okay, go out and find silver in 2 hours. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. However, you can go to a river, pan for gold, and in pretty much 70 hours or less, you can find an ounce of gold. But silver is much more difficult. Yeah, it comes in a big way as a byproduct for mining other things. I have researched many, many things. Many. Uh, Countless that I can't even tell you. However, the most undervalued product, element, whatever you want to call it, that I have ever found in my life through research is silver. Silver, by the real value of money, by wages, yeah, which is the measure of the real value of money. What is your time worth? Silver should be around $1,000 an ounce. Don't get me wrong. I have open mind, yeah. When I research something, I look at it with an open mind. But it didn't take long for me to realize how undervalued silver is compared to the real value of money. It is extraordinary. Should you not buy silver? That is up to you. However, if you think real value of money as capturing your physical labor, your hard work, your future, silver, I would put, okay, believe me, I have more gold and more silver than anyone should have. Yeah. My children think they say, Dad, you're like a pirate or a conquistador. You have an illness when it comes to gold and silver. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I don't just like it. I love it. Right? For many different reasons, but if I were, which I do, buy gold and silver all the time, consistently, I just buy it. I am going to more heavily invest in silver. This is my opinion. But I have never seen in all my research a more undervalued asset as silver. Now, I know they talk about all-in sustaining costs. But you have to think that all-in sustaining cost, which is about $12, which kind of fits the 1.8 scenario over the last 100+ years. However, go and try. Yeah, go and try to produce silver. I have done it. I have done gold, and I have found silver. But when I've done it, I kind of I keep it cut. I like it, but I spend all my time with gold because the return is so much greater for gold than it is for silver. But in the process of research, I've discovered that silver is so much more undervalued, and its potential, if it achieves where forces should bring it, market forces, the real value of money forces, protecting your labor, right? Because valuing your time, you have to understand that today the minimum wage is $14.25 an hour. But what will it be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? 20, 30, 40, 50? No. So when you work, and that energy that you store has to go into something. Yeah, it can go in the stock market, it can go in housing, real estate of all kinds. It can go into many, many things. You have to balance security from risk. Low inflationary, high inflationary. It's all sentiment, it's all confidence, it's all how you feel about something. But as a raw source of wealth storage against the real value of money, I cannot find anything better than silver. You research it for yourself. You make your decisions for yourself. But for me, silver is best investment, best hedge, most undervalued asset in the history of man currently. Yeah, currently. So I hope you can understand. Do research for yourself. Think for yourself. Silver one day will, and I know tinfoil hats out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a manipulated market. Yeah, it's everything manipulated. Everything. There's not bananas are manipulated. Coconuts are manipulated. I'm full of coconuts and bananas. Yeah. And I am coconuts and bananas over silver. I have a lot of it. But it's nothing compared to what I'm going to start buying. My precious metal allocation is about 10% of my net worth, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Yeah. But from this research, in my humble opinion, silver is best value for anyone right now at this moment in history. And I have to go with the information that I've researched. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I believe. You do what you want to do. You do what you believe. But just have a look. It is crazy. I guess you can tell I'm a little bit sold on silver, but hey, good luck. The future is whatever you believe it to be. Well, think with positive mind, think with open heart, yeah, and protect your family. And I believe that silver is one of the best vehicle for that. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.